Hey Goobers, Miss Harden again. Cackle Cooks Monster Stew by Patricia Ray Wolf. This might be an alphabet book for my young friends, maybe my kinders. Here we go, Cackle Cooks Monster Stew. In the last cave from the corner, on the last day before Halloween, world-famous Cackle Cook was making her world-famous monster stew. Or would be if she weren't out of the ingredients she needed to make it. Drat! Double drat! She said, searching her cupboard. I'm all out of armpit hair. Oh, Igor, my pet, she called. Would you please get me some things I need to make my monster stew? Mumble, grumble, bugaboo. I hate shopping for monster stew, Igor muttered as he read Cackle Cook's list. Can you see Igor? An ancient ape's short armpit hair, a half-inch square of big brown bear, 6 heaping cups of black cat paws, 24 dirty dragon claws, 11 large eel eggs, 14 fresh frog legs, a gargoyle tongue with a bump or two. Igor dragged the bag of ingredients back to Cackle Cook. Mumble, grumble, bugaboo. Here are the things for your monster stew. Cackle Cook dropped the ingredients into the monster-sized cooking pot. Ape hair, bear square, cat paws, dragon claws, eel eggs, frog legs, and gargoyle's tongue. The brew began to bubble. Monster stew, she sang as she stirred. I love making my monster stew. She slurped up a spoonful. This tastes good, she said. Something must be missing. She looked in her monster cookbook, then checked her cupboard. Drat, double drat, she said. I'm all out of hobgoblin nose. Oh, Igor, my pet, she called. Would you please get me some more things for my monster stew? Mumble, grumble, bugaboo. I hate shopping for monster stew, Igor muttered as he looked at Cackle Cook's new list. 1 hobgoblin's knobby nose, 9 or 10 iguana toes, 3 large jars of jellyfish jelly, a piece of pocket from a kangaroo belly, 12 leaping lizard scales, 2 mangy monkey tails, the brightest feather from a nightingale, a giant ogre's leather shoe, porcupine quills, quite a few. Igor dragged the bag of ingredients back to Cackle Cook. Mumble, grumble, bugaboo. Here are more things for your monster stew. Cackle Cook emptied the bag into the monster-sized cooking pot. Hobgoblin nose, iguana toes, jellyfish jelly, kangaroo belly, lizard scales, monkey tails, nightingale feather, ogre shoe leather, and porcupine quills. The brew bubbled higher. Monster stew, she sang as she stirred. I love making my monster stew. She's not a very good singer, is she? She slurped another spoonful. This still tastes good, she said. Something must be missing. She looked in her monster cookbook and checked her cupboard. Drat! Double drat, she said. I'm all out of quail wings. Oh, Igor, my pet, she called. I just need a few more things to make my monster stew. Mumble, grumble, bugaboo. I hate shopping for monster stew, Igor muttered as he looked at the list. 2 large wings from a spotted quail, 4 round rings of raccoon tail, 16 shimmering spider webs, 22 slimy brown toad heads, a pair of ghoul's long underwear, 5 stringy strands of vampire hair, 1 strip of werewolf skin, 3 sharp tips of zilius fin, the hairy hump from the neck of a yak, and a dusty clump from a zombie's back. At last I'm finally through, Igor said, tearing up the shopping list. He dragged the bag of ingredients back to Cackle Cook. Here's everything else you need for your monster stew. Cackle Cook added the ingredients to the bubbling broth in the monster-sized cooking pot. Quail wings, raccoon rings, spider webs, toad heads, underwear, vampire hair, werewolf skin, Ziphius fin, yak hump, zombie clump. The pot boiled over as she tasted the brew. Yuck! She shouted. It's just right. Monster stew, she sang. What should I do with my monster stew? Feed it to us monsters, of course, Igor said as he reached for his bowl. Cackle Cook opened the door to let her world-famous restaurant. A long line of monsters waited outside. Come and get it, she called. Monster stew, Igor mumbled as he ate. I love eating monster stew. The end. Gross. Did you see what happened in that book? They used a lot of numbers and they used all the letters of the alphabet in the ingredients, like hobgoblin nose and iguana toes. It's very clever. I love you guys. I hope you liked that one. It was fun to read. Sorry about my terrible singing, but it's not my fault. That's how you have to sing when you're singing for a witch.